Good afternoon, Vallejo. You are watching VCAT, Vallejo Community Access Television, your hometown television station. This is Community Forum, and I'm your host, Maria Bitagon. You can see our show on Channel 27 at Comcast or Channel 99 at AT&T Uverse. We are recorded and shown on Thursdays and Sundays at 6:30 p.m. Welcome to the Community Forum. Please also welcome my guest today. My guest today is Dr. Adam Clark, Superintendent of the Vallejo City Unified School District. So that I will not miss anything, can you please share your professional experience with our audience and introduce, I call it self-introduction. Okay. Could you please introduce?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
That. Yeah, so I've had approximately 25 years in public education. I started off as a preschool teacher, and then I was a second and fifth grade teacher. I was a middle school vice principal, elementary principal, middle school principal, high school principal, assistant superintendent for student services of a high school district, and most recently I was the associate superintendent of educational services for the Antioch Unified School District. And through all those experiences, I have really found my passion for young people and really found my passion for community service. And so I'm thrilled to be here in Vallejo. I started in September, and so it's been about 7 months.
Wow. So that's the next question. What attracted you to Vallejo?
Yeah, so
that's
that is something. So Vallejo is a town that I'm very familiar with. I was born and raised in the Bay Area, and I've spent my entire life in the Bay Area. And when I was recruited to come to this position, I was attracted by the schools, by the community, by the potential of this district. And it was just a tremendous opportunity to come in and provide some leadership in a district that I felt had a great deal of potential.
Thank you so much. That is about the community, because I have seen you everywhere. Yes. Everywhere I go to these business mixers, you know, Vallejo Chamber of Commerce, Filipino American Chamber of Commerce, Filipino community of Solano County. What impresses you about the Vallejo community?
Oh my goodness, there's so much there. It's a very diverse community, and there's a long history and tradition. Myself, I'm a history buff, and so okay. So I love talking to individuals about sort of their roots that they have here in Vallejo. Many of it, as you know, is tied to Mare Island.
Yes.
So yes. So,
retiree.
Yeah. So so there's lots of connections there to Mare Island, and it's an amazing place where people have come from other parts of the country to come and settle in Vallejo and plant roots. And so I've just been very impressed with how people love this city, and how you know, the diversity of the city, and how people, you know, really want what's best for young people and for the community as a whole. So I'm very impressed with the community of Vallejo.
So they always say something about Vallejo, but I've been here since 1958, and I'm going to die here.
Yes, yes.
So, and I also actually retired from Mare Island Naval Shipyard as a mechanical engineering technician, and I was in an upward mobility program during those years where, you're a girl, what are you doing here, you know? Right. And so, and there are some people in the political arena here who helped me. He says, Maria, this is not the Philippines. It's not whom you know, it's what you know. Go take a test. So I just ran and take a test.
Yeah.
And that's how I got to Mare Island Naval Shipyard. So,
wow.
Which is, yeah, so great. And then I retired in 1996.
Okay.
So,
okay, good.
So when you mentioned Mare Island,
yeah,
this is a Mare Islander.
Good, good. Well,
I love Mare Island also.
Well, as you know, our district office is located on Mare Island.
That's right.
So every day I get to go to the island, which I really do enjoy. And
that's great.
Just the historical perspective of it and what it really means to the community and to this country.
So, because you came in September, I don't think you'll mind if I ask you this question, this next question. Can you talk about what is going on at schools in the Vallejo City Unified School District? I know how passionate you are about that. Every time I see you talking to people, you're talking about it. So could you please tell us what's happening in Vallejo Unified School District?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
In the school district, there's been a lot going on over the last 10 years in the school district.
Yes.
Obviously, we were under state receivership for some time. However, our finances improved and we were able to come out of state receivership.
Yes.
Lately, some of the challenges that we've faced is we're suffering from declining enrollment.
Okay.
And so we used to be a school district of 20,000 students, and now we're down to approximately 12,500. And so that's a challenge when we lose so many students over the years, just for a myriad of reasons that either they're choosing other options, or they're growing up and moving out of the area, or they're doing homeschool or private school, things like that. So now we're just trying to reinvent ourselves as a district of 12,000 students rather than a very large district of 20,000 students. And so with that comes opportunities for academic improvement, comes for opportunities for creating engaging schools for our students to feel connected to the curriculum and to the adults that are there serving at those schools.
So there are so many options, and I think they take away from the enrollment. So you see that's a challenge. So what are some more of the challenges facing our schools, and what do you think can we do about it?
Okay. Well, yeah. So in every situation, you have opportunities, and you have challenges.
That's right.
And so some of the challenges that we've been faced with is that most notably, we're have a structural deficit.
Okay.
So that means there's more money going out than coming in.
That's
so
right.
we had to do quite a substantial amount of budget reductions this year, to the tune of about $8 million. And so that's difficult. There's a lot of, in the school district, 85% of our budget is tied up in salaries.
Yes.
So when you talk about making reductions, you're talking about reducing staff. And so that's been difficult. We would also like to see a rise in our academic achievement levels of all of our students. And so that's an area that's a challenge. We really want to address that, and we want to make sure that our students have the best opportunity to be academically successful. And then thirdly is we have a challenge with our facilities. We have aging facilities. Some of our schools were there when were the exact same when you showed up in Vallejo.
Yes,
so 1958.
Yes.
And so currently we put forward to our school board a resolution for a facilities bond, so that we can get things like our plumbing fixed, roofs fixed, things of that nature, and really create a safe and inviting environment for our students.
So are there measures that we should be aware of that you want to address your educational constituent with, so that they could, because sometimes we just sit on our, on our chairs and just talk, but we don't move.
Right.
It's important that we move and we vote for these measures that will help the Unified School District.
Yeah, well, what we're asking for is our board to approve the resolution just to put it on the ballot. And then let the citizens and the community of Vallejo decide whether or not that they want to support a bond and support our school facilities. And so we're asking individuals to contact school board members and things like that, and to ask them questions about the bond or the needs, and to share their experiences with our schools and what they would like to see them become.
So could you talk to them one more time and say and overemphasize that? Because we cannot be complaining about this and that when we don't know the process. I think they should know the process, because that's how we get things done.
Yes.
Thank you.
So have a look in the camera and address this to the fine people of Vallejo. So we have a school board meeting on May 16th, and at that meeting our 5 governing board members will be taking a vote on whether or not to place a facilities bond on the November ballot. And so we are asking individuals to contact their local school board members and to either let them know that they are in favor of putting a bond measure on the ballot to allow the citizens of Vallejo to vote for that. And so that's what I'm asking the public to do, is to reach out to your school board members and let them know how you feel about this particular situation.
Thank you for that. Are there programs taking place during the summer for students?
Yeah.
This is exciting.
This is. So I'm very excited about this. We have a partnership with Solano Community College.
Great.
And actually they're coming to Jesse Bethel High School and Vallejo High School, and they're going to offer classes for our students that are free, and the students get college credit for those classes.
God.
And so registration has just opened up for those classes. All you have to do is students need to contact their local high school, Jesse Bethel or Vallejo High School, and we can put them in, in touch with the registration forms and make sure
Yes.
that they have an opportunity to sign up for those classes, because this is a tremendous opportunity for our students, not only to get a foot in the door of college,
Yes.
but also to pursue something that might be of interest to them. And so we're very excited about this partnership with Solano Community College.
So this basically shortened their college years. When you acquire this during your high school, the time you're in the high school. So that shortens the years you are in college, because you have taken advanced courses in college, or college.
Absolutely. And these are our elective courses and
Yes.
things to that nature. However, at some universities it could cost upwards to thousands of dollars for one credit, and
That's
these are
right.
going to be 3 credits that students are going to receive for free.
So
And we're also going to be doing midnight basketball again. We're going to carry on that tradition of doing midnight basketball at Vallejo High School, where it's a community event. It's a partnership that we have with New Dawn Vallejo and with the Vallejo Police Department to offer activities for our students to do at nighttime
Yes.
during the summer.
And it also gives them activity and gets the children busy, so that they cannot participate in anything that is negative.
Well,
This is great.
Yes, and
great.
it really does address 2 issues. We don't want our students sitting at home all day watching TV.
That's right.
And we don't want our students being involved in mischief.
That's
So
right.
This really does.
That is so great.
Yeah, accomplish 2 goals with 1 activity.
So that is so great, and you're continuing that. I have interviewed Police Chief Bidu,
Yes.
and he discussed that with me also.
Oh, good.
And so I'm going to probably interview him again this year, and also the fire chief, so that so that the people know what's happening and we can participate in whatever is happening in our community.
And we have tremendous relationships, both with the Vallejo Police Department and with the Vallejo Fire Department.
That's
and
great.
So those are relationships that we want to continue to develop and continue to grow for the benefit of not only our students but the community at large.
Yes, I remember Chief Bidu going from place to place, so that they can have coffee and talk with them about our concerns, as well as just talk to them casually.
Yes.
Which is great.
Yes.
So I know that there must be a lot of things that you want to improve and you want to pursue right now, and and we are supposed to be your support system.
Yeah.
And so, and I would and I will be more than happy to speak for whatever has to be done or volunteer in the Unified School District as to how we can help, so that the people will know exactly what's happening. And so, is there anything else you would like to share, and also continuously address the fact that about the events that are happening and how people can participate, so that they can't just sit there. We can't just sit in our chairs.
Right.
We have to move, and we have to listen, and we have to have the facts.
Absolutely. So we do have some academic challenges in our schools. We would like to raise our test scores. We would like to raise our student attendance rates. We would like to improve the safety on all of our campuses. So those are 3 areas that we are currently working on. So the way the community can help with that is it takes it takes everyone to educate students. Mm-hmm. The school district can't do it on its own, parents can't do it on their own, and the students can't do it on their own. We all have to work together. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that our students are at school each and every day. So that means if you're a neighbor and you don't have kids, and maybe your neighbor has kids and they have to go to work, and maybe they may need help taking a student to school one day or picking them up from school. But we really have to make sure our students are at school each and every day so that they can get the academic benefits of the instruction that our teachers are providing. And so that's one of the main goals that we're really trying to address. Another area that we're trying to focus on is the needs of our students. 75% of our population qualifies for free and reduced lunch. And so therefore, they have different needs that they need that we're attempting to meet at school. So we need the help of the community to support our schools, to support our efforts, to volunteer in our schools, to partnership with some of our partners to support those particular programs that benefit all of our students. And so those are some of the things that we're working on and we're really trying to address to improve the educational experience of all students.
I would like to invite you to come to one of the meetings of the Vallejo Education and Business Alliance.
Oh.
And because the Vallejo Education and Business Alliance presided by Rear Admiral Tom Cropper, and I'm a member of that.
Yes.
Because we can help probably in because we have this program called the Vallejo Promise.
Yes.
And if you ask, Rear Admiral Cropper about the Vallejo Promise, boy, you can see him smile from ear to ear because he has been working on that for the longest time. And we have scholarships that we offer.
Yes.
And you must be a member of the board of Vallejo Education and Business Alliance.
VIBA is a wonderful organization.
And you know what? And also, who's this lady from Toro?
Yes.
This lady from Toro is also a member of VIBA.
Yeah, the new program.
Because VIBA is, Vallejo Education and Business Alliance, plus all of the public officials.
Yeah.
They participate in that. And if you have input in that, I mean, I think it will help us greatly, and probably it will be a great support system for the Vallejo Unified School District. Okay. So I would like to invite you to get in touch with Rear Admiral Tom Cropper, take him out to lunch, or maybe he'll take you out to lunch, because that's how he got together with the Vallejo Promises. He had this breakfast that he has in order to get the employees of California Maritime Academy and also the public to come together and see what they do, and then it branched out wider and wider and wider, and then pretty soon it became almost everybody he invites to breakfast.
Oh, wow.
And the breakfast is not in one of that high, snooty looking, restaurant. It's downtown Vallejo, where everything is, where we want to get the activities going.
Absolutely.
Which is, he's so great in that. And
so
good. I'd like you guys to partner.
That would be great. That would be great.
I just want to. So
Thank
he's
you.
probably going to kill me because I volunteer his name, but.
Yeah, I know that we're out.
He's such a great person.
Yes, he really is. He really is a committed leader to that institution, and I know he's doing wonderful things for the city of Vallejo.
And he is the only one who made me realize, because I've been here since 1958, and how, when they graduate, what is the graduation rate, and also how much they earn after they graduate.
Yes.
From Cal Maritime.
Yes.
So this is a California State University, but it says California Maritime Academy, and when you get to that, and just go through that lane, says California Maritime Academy, I mean, it's higher salary.
Yes, it is.
So.
Yeah, they're doing some great things there.
Yes. So I'd like you to actually make your final bid. I want you to overemphasize what we have to do in order so that we can be able to help you. And also, if you need some volunteers, where can they get in touch? So that, because like volunteer mentors, or people who who are mentors who would like to help students who are in trouble.
Right, right. So what I'm going to ask the community to do is to, first of all, is to be patient with the district. I've only been here for 7 months, and we are trying to bring about change. We're trying to improve on our end. We're trying to improve how we communicate with the public and how we communicate with our customers, which is our students and our parents. And we really want to work on that. And then also ways that people can help, obviously, is to volunteer, where you would need to come to the district office and you would need to be fingerprinted so that we can make sure that, that you're safe to be around students and be on our campuses. But then maybe if you don't have time for that, maybe you can support some of the organizations that we partner with. And so we have so many partnerships in Vallejo. We have so many businesses and organizations that reach out and really help the schools. And so we want to make sure that those organizations receive support and receive the help that they need so that they can continue helping us and supporting the efforts that we're doing at school here. One thing, if I could share, this morning I was at Touro University, and I was there with about 100 students, half from Jesse Bethel and half from Vallejo High School. And they spent the day learning about the health profession and the different opportunities that Touro has. Now, obviously, Touro is a graduate program, but this is just one example of us partnering with an organization within the community that's really going to benefit and help young people. The young people there today were so engaged and so excited, and they were learning so much, and I was just really inspired watching how Touro really took these kids in and was working with them. And we have partnerships like that with Solano College, with Cal Maritime, with Kaiser, just so many to even list.
One of the other things that Rear Admiral Tom Cropper has done is that he went to the city council, and because he learned about all of us, wanting to magnify the image of Vallejo. He was the one who made a proclamation that Vallejo is a college town.
Yes. And
that was magnified, and so that really helped. Make people. You don't need to get out of Vallejo in order to graduate from high school, and even for graduate schools.
You absolutely. You could graduate from one of our high schools. You could go to Solano Community College. You could go to Cal Maritime. You could get a graduate degree from Touro. I mean, there's so many opportunities here in Vallejo, and it absolutely is a college town.
And you know what? We also have a bachelor's at Solano Community College. A community college.
Absolutely.
So which is so great. So
yes.
this is a great town, don't you think so?
It really is, and I'm really excited to be here. It's a lot of work. However, yes. I'm committed. I'm passionate about this, about my position, and I see so much potential and so much enthusiasm in our young people. I want to continue to make their experiences as most valuable as possible.
Can we make it a high five?
Yes, we can.
Thank you for coming
Absolutely.
today. Thank
Anytime.
you very much.
Yep,
and
I
you know
really
what?
Appreciate it.
And if you need anything, so that we can magnify this, because I talked to Fabian Giatti from the Law Academy, and I says, I would be more than happy to entertain you and two of your students there at the Academy, so that you can publicize what the Law Academy is doing.
Oh, good.
And he says, so he's coming.
Oh, good. Good. I like that. Well,
Okay.
Thank you so much for your work, and thank you for having me here today and allowing me to share the things that are going on in the district.
You know it's my pleasure.
Thank you.
And I'll see you at the next event.